No, why am I not live? I'm live. Anything good? Anything smooth? Let me edit this here.
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
what
sir.
up, Jay?
No,
we
can't hear
you.
you.
On Twitch. Let me see here. Let me change this to podcast.
Yo, Jay, you good?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
You got my 20 ready?
Yes.
Hey, man. One thing about Kratos, he don't lose bets.
You're gonna lose this one, mate.
What was your
Don't
bet?
worry about
What
it.
was your bet?
We live on the air. Yeah, we live. We good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kratos.
What was the bet?
Jay, explain the bet.
Yeah, I wasn't here last week.
You go ahead so we can get it recorded.
What was the bet?
No, I'm
Jay,
smart enough not to say shit like post. I've learned my lesson. I learned from you guys.
Hey, you learn from the best because they don't catch me on camera saying anything in the air.
Yeah, they're not gonna catch me as well.
Hold on.
This is
it's gonna be a little different. Like I said, hold on. Let me tweet this out. Get this out. It's gonna be a little different. Only thing I said about Twitch, until like I said, YouTube sent me an email yesterday. Responded back to him. So
yeah.
The only thing I said about Twitch, we got to ease up on the N word here.
Okay.
Be a little bit more.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
like when it comes to this. Hold up. Let me go. Peace. All right. Let me send this tweet out right now myself. Yeah, we love.
Oh, come on, Z.
Join the multiplayer.
Oh, he's saying it. He's already starting with it.
Podcast.
I've seen the background.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, I didn't even heard half these local cycles. What the hell is that?
Hey man. Listen,
No, I'm looking at the picture. It's got a full of games.
Yeah, I'm looking at like I
those
never
are
heard.
Xbox exclusive. We gonna talk about.
No. The
Crimson
Windows exclusive as well.
Hey, whatever. Listen, whatever floats your boat, brother. Windows 10, Windows XP, Windows
Windows Mobile.
whatever. Don't make a difference. We gonna talk about it, man.
Let's get it.
Hey, hold on. Like I said, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I'm gonna see. Do I have anybody in here with me? Let me put this on the Discord.
Oh no, it's gone off.
Yeah, I got people in here. Listen, man, ladies and gentlemen, shout out. Listen, as you guys come in, I'm gonna shout you guys out. Listen, listen, they ain't gonna stop. We still rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? Like I said, as you guys come in, tweet it out. It doesn't show me who I have in here, but actually, let me put this here. How the rules are. I was gonna go. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking for Streamlabs. I don't even see it here. Hold on 1 second. Streamlabs. Right click. Copy. Hold on 1 second. Paste. Okay, same thing as, whatever. I got links, I guess we're gonna work the super chat. So you know how Twitch is. You got the I got 56 jokes in here already. You got the donation tabs there in the middle. I'll have you guys looking at through your phone or whatever the case may be. It'll still pop up on my screen, so we still we're gonna do it like that for those that want to rock out in the super chat. Just give me 1 second though. I'm just tweeting this out. And then, I got a few who's in here with me right now. We got Kratos, we got Violent back. Well, who else we got? Sean. What else we got in here so far? We got we got J Dubs, Parker.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, we got a few jokers in here. But okay. As you guys come in, like I said, hit the like button. Baron and everybody should be, Baron is always faster than be late. Post probably pull up, most likely gonna pull up too. But like I said, as you guys come in, hit the like button. We have a little fun here today. Like I said, until I hear back from YouTube, they sent me an email yesterday, and I still don't know what I was received a copyright on. Like I don't even know, whatever. So they're gonna, I sent the email back out to them yesterday, responding back to their email. But until then, all my live shows will be here on Twitch. Hey, maybe a blessing in disguise, man. At the end of the day, man. I told you guys before, I can't be cyberbullied. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, as I'm waiting for the room to fill up, Sean, what's going on with you, brother?
Everything's okay, Z. Just been chilling. Been playing.
Cool.
Everything's cool in moderation.
Everything's cool in moderation. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, just been playing A Way Out with the other boy Tim Dog.
you've been playing what?
A Way Out.
A
That
Way Out.
prison game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. I guess I've been how you said unplugged, a little under the radar. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. But that's another story for another day. Okay, not a problem. Have we got the crack. We're gonna talk about this Crackdown stuff today. We're gonna talk about this new free to play game that everybody's going crazy for. Apex. Is Fortnite in trouble? Everybody's talking about this Apex thing here. Also, too, like I said, Crackdown. We're gonna talk about that. We also want to talk about too, real talk, like the Xbox community, and what's the bigger problem? Is it the fans or is it the establishment? Because you know how I feel, about fans or the community is settling for, in my opinion, straight trash. You know what I mean? But we're going to talk about it. Violent, you there, good brother?
What up? What up? What up, man? It's good to be back. Appreciate it, Z.
You're back, man. Yeah, listen, man. You not only you real vocal on Twitter too, bro.
Well, you already know, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hide.
Let's see, man.
Ain't my style. Ain't my style, man.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about, good brother. What you been up to since you wasn't here last week?
Nah, yeah. So I just got back from Arizona, man. I was on a little mini vacation.
Okay, Arizona.
Yeah. Out there with the missus. But I've been playing.
Wait. What part are you? Where you from? Washington, you say, right?
Yeah, basically DC suburb area.
Okay, you have to put that out there. I can dig it, but I never heard anyone taking a vacation into Arizona. If I'm not mistaken, they don't even celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday out that way. But
Nah. She was out there for work.
Young man.
Nah. She was out there for work, and it was cold as hell over here. So I was like, man, I might as well go get that desert heat. It was cool though, you know what I mean?
Okay, she was tagging along. Okay, she was out there for work.
Yeah.
So you turned it
So I was like, fuck
okay,
it.
okay, all right. So you turned it into a vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, good brother. I just never heard anyone, especially a person of color, say that I'm going to go vacation in Arizona. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm a cultured brother. That's what it is.
I can dig it. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, they don't even celebrate or recognize Martin Luther King, birthday there in that state. The only out of the 51 states, if I'm not mistaken, is Arizona. That there was, but I don't know if they changed that law by then. But I don't think they have. But go figure. Okay, all right. I'm not, hey, bro, listen here, man. I ain't judging you, but maybe I am. But I'm, how I do. How I be rocking. I ain't got friend no phone, but that's what's up though. J Dubs, you there, good brother?
Yo.
What's going on, man? I haven't spoken to you in a minute. How you feeling, good brother?
Been good, man. Been good. Been busy with work, traveling. Doing the damn thing, but it's all good.
Okay, all right.
Playing on the Switch.
Hating on the Switch. Hating on the Switch.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah. No, I will say this though. You can say what you want, but he does support the platform. He got hella games for that Switch. You're a better man than me. I don't know if it's the disposable income but Jay talks Dubs. He talks shit about that platform, but he does support it. So he probably got more Switch games than Baron.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Barry, no, I do.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I've joined them as well. I'm a Switch owner as well.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Everybody come out the closet. They're on the multiplayer. That's what I'm talking about, man. Live your life, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna judge you, man. We ain't gonna judge you. But okay, listen, we getting started off like this, right? We got here, Luker, shout out to you, good brother, Heath Stevens. Rafe the Emperor, shout out to you. Max Steph, Hyper Smurf, was good, bro. Eric, EHACK, shout out to you. Real WTK, shout out to you, good brother. Pose, what's up, fam? Hamper Spy, JK Fish, TiVo 85, what's up, TiVo? Zeus 2019, shout out to you. Dewan 25, shout out to you. Rain 84, shout out to you. Bang Bang 792p. Yeah, shit, this is crazy. Andre 1531, what's up, LTJ? What's going on, baby? He said, fuck you, I ain't mad at you. Shadon 00, shout out to you. Shannon 00, shout out to you, good brother. We got here. Oh, my man Stu was stoked to subscribe to my Twitch. I appreciate it, good brother. Stu was Dirty Tree Rock, shout out to you, man. We got here Chris, what do you call it? Chris, Depria, Poppy One, shout out to you. Jeff Diddy, shout out to you, fam. Appreciate it, good brother. Oh, Jeff Diddy just subscribed. He said, welcome back. I appreciate it, man. Look at the love, man. They trying to shut me down, but I ain't going. Luca just subscribe. Shout out to you, good brother. Yeah, we gonna make it happen. Appreciate it, man. Who else? 22. Yeah. He said violent active mighty suspect on Twitter. We gonna talk about it, G. Violent been cutting up on Twitter, man. Overdone man, shout out to Overdone. King Reaper 74G, shout out to you. Floyd Mayweather, my brother, what's up? He came over to listen, man. I appreciate all the love, man. You know what I mean? All those indie games that are $15 going for $15 because they're physical. What else we got here? Dirty Tree Rock. And again, if I did miss your name, I do apologize. Yeah, you know what I mean? I got 110 jokers gonna be rocking out loud. We're gonna have a little funny today. I promise we're gonna show out. I'm gonna show up and show out. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna let the dog out in the back. You know, I got an old dog. She's about 15 years old. And I don't want to piss on my floor. She has to use the bathroom in moderation. Jay, somebody just take off.
I got you.
Let the dog up in the back.
All right, definitely. Hey, you guys been playing that Anthem, the demo?
I played it. I was disgusted by the lack of preparation.
Was you playing on the Pro?
Those.
No, I had to on the base console. No, it's Xbox.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I was just making sure.
And he had the worst running version. Yeah.
Yeah,
but it still should be optimized to play on a worse running version. You make the most money off of those versions.
Them 20 frames per second edition.
Yeah, 4K all day.
4K though, full 4K.
Yeah. The Crackdown 4K too. How that looking?
It looked beautiful with all the neon lights.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all used to diabetic gaming. That's right.
10 Titans.
That's the dude said diabetic game, but he over there crowning the Switch. Man, get out of here.
That Switch about to move into second place. So
it's gonna become first place.
Yeah.
Oh, and I ain't even worried about.
Next generation.
Oh, yeah, it don't matter to me.
We worried about games. Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Who
played in the VIP?
Yeah,
the VIP demo I played, and obviously it was a bit of a pickle in that because it took time to get in. But I played about 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and the game it seems pretty good. I'm just a bit concerned about the story.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people have been saying that. I know one person was talking about it doesn't feel like a BioWare game, but it's a demo, man. Like, how much story you gonna get out of a demo? Like, be honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that much authentic, or whatever. Because it reminds me of Destiny. People may not like me say that, but it does though. About Destiny and a little bit of Titanfall mixed in. You know? And
yeah, we just gotta wait until the full release.
Yeah,
we can judge it for ourselves properly.
Yeah, I'm just judging how to.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 other shooters coming out around the same time. We got the Division 2, and we got
it's next month, ain't it?
Metro Exodus.
Yeah, and Crackdown. Don't forget that day.
Hey, that's not even worth a mention. But you can throw that in there. You can throw that in there. But but think about it. You have all these shooters that's coming out. Do you guys think Anthem has the power to kind of maintain, or you think it's going to get drowned out by the other ones?
Was it? I played the Division last year in where was it? EGX. It was at an event and that, and do you know what? It was a solid game. It played really well.
Right now you have people playing it the beta right now.
The beta.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That game it was solid. 6 months ago, and a lot of people. I think that game's gonna take over. To be honest, now after Anthem releases 2-3 weeks later.
Yeah,
that game will take over because obviously learn from the first mistake what they did wrong.
We'll see. I think Anthem is different enough that it'll catch a different type of audience because not everybody likes cover-based shooters because it's a slower paced game.
Yeah, that's why I preferred it.
That's
true.
They have
their audience though. Division has a audience though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
just
saying.
Say that.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, like, it's not. For what about those dudes who play Destiny? I mean, if you're a primarily Destiny player, you're most likely not going to feel. Yeah, exactly. They're going to probably migrate to Anthem.
Yeah.
Or they might just stay with Destiny. True. Depending on how good or bad Anthem is.
But Destiny's hot trash, so.
Okay, wait. So, shout out to Stuart Stokes. He said, according to Violent, we got to adapt to childish, trashy Xbox is giving us.
Well, who said that? What's his name?
According to you.
No. Who said that? Who said that? That I said
Stokes.
That. Okay, first of all, I think that's to do with the egg logo. First of all, I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to Moss. And I wasn't talking about adapting to trash games. I was talking about adapting to the way that the you know what I mean, the consoles and how everything is moving forward, like streaming and everything else. I just pretty much told Moss, like, bro, if you ain't liking what Microsoft is doing because you keep crying about Phil, bro, go to PC gaming. Because you don't like PlayStation, go to PC. Xbox is pretty close to PC anyway, so go there. That's all I was saying. But anyway, egg dude Avatar, make sure you get your facts straight, bro.
Okay.
Go through the screen and smack the hell out of you.
Listen, Stu, it ain't no slint. Stu going right back at your ass, man. Pause.
Well, let's go. Get him on here.
No, this is I don't know what was said prior to that, but I'm gonna say this, right? And I mean, how you say it's not our job to cater to what Microsoft is giving us. We're the consumers, right? Because they have to cater to us. Now, I'm just looking at the screen, right? And I always ask this question, and sometimes shit go left. Sometimes maybe being messy, right? But I'm putting up here, right? And I always say this outside of Gears, Forza, and Halo. And I like Rise. I like Rise, right?
Man, Rise was a 60, man. That's a travesty.
It was a launch title, though.
Yeah, still, man, it wasn't a 60.
You know what I mean? What has they given us to make to make you sing Phil's praise? What has
hold on. Hold on. Let me first jump out here, man.
What happened now? Pardon me.
What you say?
What has he given us? You know, what has he given? What has he done for you? Now I don't want to hear a nigga died on the stick for your sins. I don't want to hear about what happened. Listen, bro. I ain't going with none of that, bro. What has Phil done to make you sing his praise?
For me, I mean, he got the Xbox fans. We got 10 new studios, bro. It went from 3 to 13. And before you even say anything, you just said Forza, Gears, and Halo, right? Like that's what everyone says, right? Forza, Gears, and Halo. How many developers, first party developers that Microsoft had before Phil took over? How many? First team.
First party.
How many?
How many?
No. Let him answer. How many first party developers did Microsoft have prior to Phil taking over? Simple question,
right? Real talk, right? Real niggas, right? I'm gonna ask you a question, right? I'm not into counting cubicles. I'm not here into counting LLCs.
Here we go.
They did own a few though. They had what's the studio that did Max Curse of the Brotherhood? They cut them jokers loose.
Lionhead.
Yeah, Lionhead. You know what I mean?
That close.
They cut them jokers loose.
That closed before the. I mean,
that closed. A few studios.
Yeah, right. they closed a bunch of them, and they never reopened any until last year.
Exactly, until Phil was in charge. But what I'm trying to say,
no,
Jay.
Listen, no. Phil took over back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
That they kicked Donnie D ass out the door almost 6 months after the Xbox One launch. All right,
and we don't blame them.
So let's stop with the he's just being able to do something. Let's stop with that, right? Phil was part of the Donnie D's team. He was part of that. He was in charge of games then. So you're trying to isolate, right? Phil away from all the nonsense. Y'all ain't answering my questions,
man. Y'all dodging. Y'all politicking right now.
No. We're not politicking. We're talking about games versus.
Hold on. All right, so we got Gears, Forza, Halo, right? That's what all the Sony fanboys like to talk about.
Well, that's all you got,
right?
That's really all you got, yeah.
So out of those 3 studios, right? Those 3 studios made those 3 games. So if you look back at Microsoft, the first 3-4 years, what were their studios? Because Lionhead got closed down, right? Yeah. And Mojang got bought up. So prior to them, what did they have? They had Coalition, they had 343, and they had Turn 10, Gears, Forza, Halo. So hold on. So go back to what you were saying, Z. What did Phil or Microsoft do for me? They added 10 more studios just last year.
Okay, all right.
So I'm just saying facts.
Hold on. Let's get some things straight.
Oh shit.
Let's get some things straight. First of all,
if you gonna
blame Phil, you gotta blame Donnie D, who is your savior, because Phil was ahead of Microsoft Game Studio when Donnie D was in place. So those games that you celebrate Donnie D for, Phil was bringing to the table. As far as Kratos, yes, Phil took over in 2014, but in 2015 they got pushed under Terry Myerson, the Windows device. So he still had somebody. He had a boss that was above him that cut off the funds that he had to go to. So he wasn't in charge. Terry Myerson was in charge, who cut off the funding. Now, since Phil is in charge entirely, you see a different thing. You see 13 Studio. You see every studio they just purchased. You see new games coming out. Come on now. They like to skew the facts here.
Hey, Post. I gotta
Rise, Donnie D.
Get him.
Hey, yo, I ain't supposed to.
All these games that you got on screen was probably funded in Donnie D era. What is you talking about?
I ain't spoke to you on how long, Post?
Come on now, if we gonna do this, and you know this, you've been told the story on what happened behind the scene. You've been told personally the story on what happened behind the scene with Microsoft. You know what happened.
Okay, let me tell you something. Come on now. I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna be on real niggas. I'm gonna be honest right here, right? And listen, I've been told a lot of things. Growing up as a child, I told that, hey man, my grandmother said, listen, I said, Grandma, why I got to die? She said, because Eve ate the apple. I was told that story too, right? I was told that a Joker built the boat and put it two of every animal. You got to get the lines and lay down there with the Giselle. I was told that story too. You know what I mean? So listen here. I'm not, listen. We got to be honest here, right? Phil has been the boss, how you say, the HNIC since 2014. Yeah. But you telling me that Terry Myerson was the boss and this, that, and the other? And if listen, if you want to cut your fund, which makes no sense, they're going to take out their own legs of their own $1 billion investment.
You know what? That's why he ain't with the company now. Facts. That's why he got fired. Because he was one. He was one of the dudes.
He left because he saw the sinking ship.
No, he was
sinking ship. Pump that brake. He was. You ain't a quarter sinking ship.
Listen,
he was one of the dudes.
Don't start to bring that money.
Don't you just bring that money.
You know Sony making. You know Sony making more than Xbox and Nintendo.
He was one of the dudes. He was one of the dudes at Microsoft. Look,
how? Post up. No, wait. Post up is for the verify. Post up. Is this not true? Post up. Is this not true?
It's not true.
Was it a fact? Was it a fact that Microsoft was finna pull the plug on Xbox? Was that not a fact?
No,
until Phil Spencer convinced them that he wanted a chance to change things right. Was that not a fact?
What had happened was, let me let you know what happened.
Right? That's what I thought.
That's what happened. Terry Myerson was one of the dudes who felt that Xbox division didn't belong at Microsoft. He was a straight Windows guy. Mm-hmm. He was a straight Windows guy. He didn't believe he was him, along with other people Microsoft that sit on the board that believed that Xbox didn't belong at Microsoft and wanted to, cut it from the company. Now, when the new CEO came in, he had no knowledge of gaming. He didn't know about it. So Phil had to re-interview himself and say, look, this is why Xbox belongs here. Okay. That's why Terry Myerson ain't there no more.
Since then, Xbox was making profit year over year, but somehow it's declining according to Jay. Somehow I don't know where you got that number from.
Despite everybody saying no exclusives,
with no games.
With no games.
Listen, y'all can hide behind them services. Y'all can hide behind all them services y'all want to.
Let me pay the bills right quick. Hold up. Shout out to my brother. My Canolius King, he sent me $10, and my man Floyd Mayweather sent me $1. I don't see any questions that you got that you asked, Floyd. You can drop it at Frozen Magma if that's you. If you can just put it in the chat right now. I'm looking down at the memo. It says memo. Tip the next gen 720. It doesn't say anything that you asked me. I don't see
but my good brother Z and Kratos, I haven't spoke to you brothers in a while, but how y'all been, man? What's good? Everything good with the family and everything?
Hold on, I got a shot. They showing me love, man. Listen, I'm about to drop a chain. Go live. Your boy been depressed. I feel like they tried to take my voice from me, man, because I enjoy doing what I do, right? Ain't about the money. I enjoy just putting on and saying you can't stream for 3 months. But everybody came over here to Twitch and said, you know what? Fuck them. It is what it is, right? I know. Hey, Phil, fuck you, Phil. I know what you did. I'm still gonna put
that's Google, my dude. This guy.
In the back of your neck, though. But hold up, pause. He said, I got your donation through Streamlabs. It's $1, but I didn't see a question that you asked me. And like I said, I can see how we can do it here. Like I said, for us, the like the super chat, whatever, man, Stuart Stokes. He's, he dropped the little bits here, whatever. And I asked you a question as I see him too, and putting his words behind it. And shout out to New York Music again. Just subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, man. It means the
audio is way better.
The new red box Xbox controller. He said, I said the new red Xbox controller, more controllers. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like here's the thing, right? And this is what I gotta call a spade, right? a donkey, a king of clubs, right? Because you telling me that they cut funding, but they're still giving me red controllers, blue controllers, pink controllers, progressive.
That's a different studio.
Different studio.
Not production.
That's a different division.
Hardware.
That's a different division. That's really
software division. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, talking about? Listen. Hey, listen. And listen. Hey, Cole. Listen, I'm gonna throw your ass up on that bus. Go someone he ain't steal my video, right? He told me he had a poll. Bro, I don't watch your shit, nigga. You know what you did. You put 1,000 polls on Twitter. You took my Crackdown versus Infamous. You don't know a video for every poll you put on Twitter. But it is what it is, though, right?
Y'all got Park on the show, too? You moving on up, huh, Park?
Yeah, man. Controller's getting more marketing than Crackdown 3. He said Controller's getting more marketing than Crackdown 3. And listen, here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, right? Now, Post, I haven't spoken to you on air in a minute. I haven't actually spoken to you. What's going on? I usually talk to you throughout the week. What's going on with you, good brother? But you got to get thrown your ass up under this bus. They here for the right? Now, if I'm not mistaken, on one of the shows, we was talking about the Xbox and some more rumors, right? About the new and the kind of PlayStation 5. Oh my God, shout out to you, good brother. And you guys answered me. You said, Killer King said, stop the Phil bashing. Phil gave us the almighty Game Pass. You ain't lying about that shit. That's his claim to fame, right? And we were talking about Crackdown 3, right? And you said Crackdown 3, and you said Battlefield 5 wasn't doing it like in Crackdown 3. Now, do you still feel the same? Because last time I'm looking at these houses like greenhouses. When they jumping through these damn buildings, I'm looking to see what plants
No. I played
Crackdown 3. Like greenhouse effect.
I played the technical test today. The destruction is way better.
Oh, come on, stop that! Listen, Post. I'm going to save you on. I'm going to save you on this.
No, don't save him.
When Post up said that he was high off pig feet juice, so you know what I'm saying.
I gotta say this real quick because I got to get back to work. I played the stress test in terms of the destruction. Yes, it's better. Can it be done better? Than what's done on Crackdown 3? Yes, I feel it should be rumble in the controller so I can feel when I'm destroying something. I can feel the weight and of the fixes and stuff and the pieces and stuff that's falling around me. Since there's no rumble or there, no feedback there, I don't really get a sense of the destruction, but it's just so much stuff going on. Also, the audio in terms of the guns and stuff is awful. I don't know who did the audio sound. One of them guns sound like a moped stuttering on a loop. Just it just sounds terrible. But this is definitely a display. I don't know why they use Crackdown 3 to do it, but this seemed like just a demo for developers.
This is trash. Power don't exist.
I'm giving you my opinion. The distress felt like a demo for developers because if you
waited 6 years for a demo of a trashy.
I'm giving you my honest opinion. If you put that technology into the hands of the right team,
like
the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless, bro.
So why don't Microsoft go ahead and give it to Naughty Dog or Guerrilla Games or Japan Studios or any of those other Sony studios?
Sony can't afford that shit anyway.
They don't have cloud servers.
They don't need it, right? Because I mean, look at Sony games compared to Xbox.
You're right. The investors think otherwise, though.
They didn't need 16
think otherwise, though,
to give you a game of the year and all them high caliber games.
Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, I got it now. I had to open up Streamlabs. So if you do send a donation through the link or bits either, I see it both ways now. I'm sorry. I got it now. Yeah, I see it up there. If it ain't. I got it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just said that. Listen, I'm working through the technical difficulties here. Floyd Mother said, "Did you see Microsoft showed another Xbox controller? Can they ask about? You said, can they ask about some games, good games they're screwing up so much?" And Killer King for the $10, he said, "Yeah, stop the Phil bashing. Phil gave us the almighty Game Pass for him." There goes. Yeah, I got you guys now. So yeah, I can see everything loud and clear coming through. I'm coming through in 3D. I got it now. I got him show. But I'm sorry.
In 4K.
In 4K. Yeah, but listen, like I said, and this is my thing, right? Maybe Violent, I would hate to question your integrity. This game has been in production for 5 years.
Yes, sir.
5 years.
6 years.
Okay, 6 years, even better. 6 years.
Making up numbers, right?
Go with and Xbox guys like to tease Sony guys about the downgrades that got on Spider-Man, about the puddles, right? The puddles, remember the puddles?
Not me, but all right.
Okay, remember the puddles? They got on about the puddles and shit, right? And then looking at this thing here and compared to what they showed us, remember in 2017, you know, they showed this big, they went to Terry Crews looking all fancy into the final product. We talking about a downgrade? My God, that's called the bait and switch there, bro. They ain't nowhere. And these buildings, these not even buildings, these are glass houses. Yeah, I know a garden. I'm looking for plants and shit to fall out the windows. They crashing through these motherfuckers, bro. All I see is motherfucking glass and boards. Like this ain't no buildings. You know what I mean? Or were you let down? Or you say, you know what, it is what it is.
So for me, like, first of all, I'm not a Crackdown fan. I mean, I was looking forward to playing it because it's a game, but I wasn't. I'm not not dealer Colt. Colt is actually excited to play it. You know what I mean? That was his most anticipated. For me, it's Ori. For me personally, but yeah, it's a downgrade. But you gotta understand the history behind Crackdown. That shit is crazy. So many developers have touched hands with it, and the original team that created the demos you saw, they got bought out. The Fortnite Epic bought them out. So they had to start over. From scratch.
So pay the bills right quick. My man Z Black brought it with 100 bits. He said, "Here, shout out to Kratos, the true dream daddy of the Pony Nation." God damn, the disrespect. And also shout out my man. I think the NYT. That's for New York Music. Shout out to you. He left 100 bits and also subscribe to the channel. I didn't see a question that your last man. Am I getting days gone? Absolutely right. But yeah. So I'm sorry not to cut you off. What you were saying?
Yeah, so I'm trying to say, it's been in developer purgatory, man. It's a hot mess of the developers going in, developers being bought out. The technology that they were originally using was bought out by Epic, and then Microsoft had to use their Azure servers. And my only complaint with is they should have got better devs, man, better developers to create the game. If something like Coalition had their hands on it, or you know what I mean, 343, somebody one of their top dudes, probably would have ran better. So yeah, I'm disappointed at the fact that it wasn't like the original, but I know the history behind it, and I can see why it wasn't. So for me, I'm not looking really forward to it, but I'm gonna play it and try it out for myself. Post said the game, he said the destruction was that. I don't know if he enjoyed it or not. He didn't even really get his take on it. But out of everybody in this panel, he's the only one that actually played it. Okay, I gotta play it.
That's not true. That's not true. Let me pay the bills real quick. Shout out to my man, go Gert Fun. He said next gen. You can never be silenced no matter how many times Phil reports your channel. Yeah. My man Floyd Mayweather for $1. I appreciate it, man, for the dollar holler. Said Crackdown 3 is a side game no one cared about. Crackdown, it only got light because Xbox got no games. Good point. Inside Xbox was trash. They showed all third party looking spooky. Why no Division 2 custom Xbox One? That's another a good point. You know what I mean? Yeah, again, I don't know. And yes, Phil Spencer's out there trying to report my channel. It's a damn shame. You ain't got no games to make. We don't try to flag my channel, Phil. So what you doing it, bro? You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, shut up, my man. Hold on, my man. Stuart Stoke. So Sony making games that make people think is running on a next gen system. Xbox is making games that make you think is running on last gen system. You ain't lying about that shit there, bro.
Facts.
You ain't lying about that shit. You ain't lying about that shit there.
Gears 5 says hello though, but all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just saying, man. But no. Listen, Gears 5 is going to be smooth. Gears 5.
Yeah, that should hit 90s or better. Yeah, Metacritic.
What score did the last one get?
85, I think. But they had a whole new direction. What did the last game of God of War, the last one before this one? What did that get?
That was what? Hot 80s, almost 90s.
I think 70s.
Was it? I thought it was lower than that. What was it going on?
I don't know about 70s.
God of War Ascension.
You talking about Ascension? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. What did that get? That was the game before this one, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. That was last gen. We're talking about this year, so
I'm just saying.
It's 2019.
Remasters.
Here's the thing. The reason why we haven't got a lot of great Microsoft games because they don't have the talent to give us a lot of great games.
Thank you.
That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. That's what if you have three.
They don't have it.
If you have 3 studios, you can only make 3 quality games.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
That is true.
They make sure that their studios only make one single game. Versus Sony, they got studios making multiple games.
Sony has way more studios, dog. In the beginning.
Thank you. Well, why is the company that's going broke? that is investing in VR and all this other stuff. Why do they have it together, but Microsoft can't get in? They the richest company in the world.
Like I said, Sony has a better developmental talent, hands down, than Microsoft for a long time. Remember, Gears of War, that was a second party to Microsoft bought
That's
that.
correct. That's correct.
Hey,
so they never.
Let me answer the question. The Ruham said, "How do you do a super chat in here?" You can either click the link which says Streamlabs, or you can buy the bits and put your question next to it. You know what I mean? You can click the link which says Streamlabs, or you can buy the bits, either or.
So my whole thing is, how do you got? Okay, they got 13, AA and indie studios, right? How do you mishmash that up together and expect to get some big blockbuster?
Obsidian's AA?
Obsidian?
Is Obsidian AA?
Okay, I guess I don't know. Okay, 1 out of 13. Okay, let's take Obsidian out the way, right? That leaves you with 12 studios.
Come correct when you talk.
Playground games.
That's
Playground
indie.
games.
That's indie and
Playground's indie?
and AA. Indie and AA. Listen.
Playground games. That AA too?
They only ever made racers. They only ever made Forza. So you don't know what
they can do. Yeah.
Hey,
but that's what I'm saying.
Horizon Zero Dawn. All they do to make was Killzone, correct?
And what happened, right? And what happened?
Exactly. I'm just going against what you just said.
What I'm saying is,
all they make is racers,
Killzone, right? But Killzone, that whole series since part 1,
trash
has been consistent. Now you might not like it, right?
trash,
but the ratings on those games have been consistent.
Killzone 2 wasn't trash though.
People that like it. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You guys are expecting 12, middle of the road, AA/indie, type studios to go against the Naughty Dogs and the Guerrilla Games and all of these big. How do you reconcile that? How do you reconcile
one good
game?
How
do you reconcile
that? Talent. At the end of the day, it comes down to talent. It don't matter how many teraflops you have. If you don't got the talent, it don't matter.
That's why they're buying up the studios and bringing in the talent.
Yes, but they're buying up the middle of the road.
Hold on. Park.
We Happy Few developers. That game came out the gate.
They're making the studios bigger. They're hiring developers left, right, center.
Hey Parker, you said they don't have the studios, right? Or the talent, which I agree with.
No, give me talent though. I'm saying
give me an example.
The management team don't have the talent.
Have the talent though.
The executives don't have the talent.
Ninja Theory, that's talent right there. They those guys.
Obsidian, Ninja Theory, Playground Games, okay.
Okay, right. I don't know what else they can do besides racing, though. This is being fair.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I hate when people do one-sided comments and don't. You say all they do is racers.
That's all we see them do, though.
Gorilla made Killzone and got trash. They made one good game and now they got.
But they proved
one good game. Let Playground prove themselves. They already proved themselves in the racing genre. Let them make their game and then sell. That's all I'm saying. You can't just say that.
You're violent. You're telling us that we've waited 6 years already, right? In this generation, we've been waiting for greatness on the Xbox side.
You guys
telling us we gotta wait. Yeah, you're right. But here's the thing, right? You are willing to sit here and wait another 6 years on some AA to indie studios, hoping that they crank out
Ninja Theory's game comes out next year, bro.
Ninja
comes out next year.
Listen, Ninja Theory is it was an indie studio. You think that's gonna save Xbox?
They're indie because they're on Xbox now. They don't make good games.
No. So they make good games, right? But when Hellblade came out on PlayStation, y'all crapped on it. Y'all said it's a walking simulator. It's one and done.
Let me pay you
Come on.
I play PlayStation games.
Y'all backtracking.
I ain't backtracking. My favorite is
you ain't got no choice but to play PlayStation game if you want anything above 68.
The order 1885 though. I mean that was below.
Okay, hold on. Let me play the Bills right quick. I got a question for you, Bob. He said Stuart Stokes back at him again. So the Stuart.
This dude gotta get off my nuts.
He said violent. I think you're missing the point. 343 and the Coalition have enough people to make 2 or 3 IPs, but they only make Halo and Gears. Most of Sony first parties have done at least 2 IPs this generation. Good point.
You said most who? Give me examples. Y'all talking most other than Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
They made 2.
Okay,
right?
The creators from Guerrilla Games have done. Killzone has done.
Well, they didn't have a choice though.
Also,
because last Killzone was trash.
Okay. Also, too.
He's $2 million though.
What's the creators from Infamous?
It got higher rating than the Xbox game.
Infamous Second Son. They're doing Infamous Second Son. They're doing.
Their second game is next gen.
No, it's not. Ghost of Tsushima is coming out on Xbox.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for it. You think so? What year? To this year?
Listen. See, here he come with that. Oh, y'all gotta wait. This motherfucker sitting here ready to wait 6 more years for a decent game.
My way 6 games comes out this year. You fraud? What you talking about?
You talking about Ghost of Tsushima, right? You're talking about. Listen, you brought up Dreams, right? We already seen stuff inside of Dreams that look and run way better than Xbox. So get out of here.
You gotta play it.
Get out of here.
You hyping up Dreams, my dude, over Gears?
Hey, I ain't hyping up nothing. I'm just saying. Sony has the talent. They have the executive team. They can't be beaten, especially by a bunch of retards running Xbox over there. I mean, think about it. Xbox has no games. That is not going to change.
Bad. Dreams will be another Project Spark.
Garbage. You think so? You think so?
But that's not even.
Are you a developer? Are you gonna make something out of Dreams? Anybody here gonna make something?
I'm not a developer, but I have been spending. Wait. Listen, I have been spending a lot of money this generation on PlayStation exclusives, sir, and all of them have been Game of the Year award winners.
All of them have been Game of the Year.
All of them.
Detroit was Game of the Year.
All of them. I said contenders and winners. Thank you. I'll put Detroit. Listen, I'll put Detroit Becomes Human.
Come on, man. I'm asking
against any Xbox game.
There we go, man. You talking about Baron? You dodging the question.
I ain't dodging. I'm just saying when you sitting at 100 million and you sitting with VR and you sitting with PS5 on the loom and you sitting with Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, the Last of Us, and on and on and on. You can do what you want.
All that sounds good, but you ain't got no stock in Sony. I know who people do got stock in Sony. Stocks went down, so obviously they ain't feeling the same. What does the same stuff that you're smoking?
What does stock have to do with anything? I'm talking about games.
Great.
We eating over here. We eating over here.
Hey,
you ain't eating.
Let me pay the bills. They said the new guy Valen is holding his own. My man, New York Music said Valen is holding his own, man. Listen, I'm about to jump in and break this motherfucker Joe right quick. Hold up, man. Hold up. Ain't no bot come on the multiplayer hold their own. Ain't no fair ones around here, bro. Ain't no fair ones around here, bro. You know what I mean? All I'm saying at the end of the day, right? How about this, right? Let me ask you a question. When it comes to quality control, I'm about to slap shit out you with this one. When it comes, there is no quality control on the Xbox platform. I'll give you an example, right?
All right.
Nintendo put Metroid Prime, the new whatever it's going to be called, in the hands of Namco, right? That's been in development for a while. They showed it about 2 years ago, whatever the case, a year ago, and a half ago.
We got timestamp this because you talking about Nintendo.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I don't mind giving credit what credit's due. Recently, Nintendo didn't like the way that Namco was handling Metroid. So what did they do? They pulled the plug on that shit and gave it to another developer. Now, when I'm talking about doing more harm than good, when I'm saying, look at this guy, look at the screen here, right? And listen, look at the screen, right? Outside of, again, Gears of War and Halo, they ain't having exclusive this generation. They ain't get above, the 70 mark, right?
Yeah.
Well, Crackdown shouldn't release. I'm just keeping it funky. They ain't the answer's way.
Yep, they know it. He
know it.
Dog
shit game. You know what happens is because now you guys what say about the Xbox community. They're out there defending. So, well, you know what you guys are talking about? It's the art style. No, it's a dog shit game.
Ori scored like an 80. It's 80 something.
What?
So Ori, that's my game.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'll give you an example, right? No one complained about this. Okay, exactly. You prove my point. Because no one complained about.
You talking about Dreams?
Listen, no one complained about the art style of those games, and those were great goddamn games. So it's bigger than just the art style of Crackdown. It looks like shit. Plays like shit.
You ain't played yet though.
Listen. I have played it, man. So I say this right. I'm a man. I'm playing way before today, brother. I've been talking about this shit here a year ago. I can't tell too much here. Bitch ass Phil Spencer might be listening, right? But I say that to say this, right? I told you guys that I spoke to 2 developers within the game. This sometimes shit get a little spooky, and I hate to say it. Maybe it's not the content of my character. Maybe it's the color of my skin, because I held that information for about a year or so. When I spoke, and I spoke to 3 people that were working on the game. 2 of them that I can confirm. I've seen whatever the bad, and it was 2 different people, right? Looked at this shit, and you can ask posting them. We'll post left, but if Mass or somebody else hops in here, I'll have no reason to lie. Listen, my opinion is my opinion. I have no reason to lie about video games, right? And they told me the game was shit. It just wasn't fun, and the things that they wanted to make, they say quote unquote, maybe make the game fun, Microsoft kept shooting them down, right? Now, with that being said, right? So, you have that. It's not so much about the art style. Again, Crackdown has always looked that way. But you releasing, quote unquote, I got the world's most powerful console, and if you would have told me that was Crackdown 2 Remastered from the 360, I would believe you. You know what I mean? It's like, look at this shit here. Bro, I got the world. Why is it? I got the world's most powerful goddamn console. This game has been in production for 5 years, and I told you guys that Infamous Second Son came out with their launch title for the PlayStation 4. Why is that game? Why is that head when it comes to visual fidelity? Why is that heads and shoulders above Crackdown? Like, where is the level of what's the quality control? We don't have any standards anymore. None. All that shit just goes out of the window. And fucking know it depicts the Xbox in the bad light. Is that what we doing?
So you talking about quality control as far as graphics? So you saying
everything. Listen, the whole project. I've always said this. Microsoft's biggest thing this generation was a lack of leadership and a lack of quality control for titles. You have to, Nintendo for a reason. Listen, Nintendo has this quality seal of this quality control. It's a seal of approval saying that this game is playable from beginning to end with your enjoyment in mind. Their first party, they don't release shit, right? Whereas most third party and a lot of Microsoft, pretty much Microsoft at the end of the day, they'll release something and they'll just let it go where it goes. And Crackdown I've been saying this, Crackdown should have been canceled a long time ago. But what happens is they didn't cancel it, and that kept guys up with hope for this game. And so they prolonged it till they just can't prolong it anymore. So they're going to throw it out there. And look, you might enjoy the game. You might like it. You may, some people like Sea of Thieves. Some people like State of Decay. You just might like it. But the mere fact that game is going to come out.
The fans will like it, Jay, no matter what.
Listen, I get it. Xbox News, they like everything, right? They got a save face. But at the end of the day, it's most likely going to get a 68, somewhere around 65 to 68.
Is it not going to get below a 70? You know that, Jay. And you know why.
I think it's going to be at least a 70.
No, it's going to be a 60. It's got that Xbox template on it.
Now listen, Jay. Let's say this gets into the 80s, yeah. This, for example, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rate the game different then?
Listen.
Would you rate the game different then?
Yeah, I would. I really would.
Why the rating make you rate different?
No.
Let me talk.
You gotta let me finish.
Finish going, Jay.
Go ahead.
Explain this. The mere fact that if you take away Halo, Gears, and Forza, right, we know that those are solid games. They're gonna give you a solid number, whether it's 80 to the 90 range. That's what those games are gonna do. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, triple A.
Yes, they spend a lot. Listen, they spend a lot of time on those games, and those studios are pretty solid from the beginning, right? They're pretty solid.
They're the best.
So you never have to worry about it. They're not the best, but they're solid.
They are the best.
Okay.
Carry on.
The rest of them, right?
Go ahead.
Microsoft itself doesn't have any faith in, I believe, because they let these games sit out here. They play these games. They know what condition these games in. They knew what kind of position State of Decay was in. They knew how Crackdown and the rest of the games. They knew what Sea of Thieves, the Kraken was lacking. They knew PUBG when it launched that it was running like crap. They knew this. That's why Sony would not allow that PUBG on this platform running in that particular manner. They said, "Nah, get that stuff together, and then we'll talk about putting it on our platform." And you got to give them credit for that. Nintendo is the same way. They had WWE 2K18 that came out on Switch running like trash. Nintendo said, "You know what? That's a wrap. We're not going to put any more of those games on our systems." And I gotta give them applause.
They didn't have a choice, Jay.
No, they had a choice. They could have put.
No, they didn't have a choice because there's a piece of shit. That's why.
No, listen, I get it, but Microsoft keep putting pieces of shit out there for people to buy.
No, people are buying it. That's the difference.
Hold on. Hey, the chat room.
Speaking of pieces of shit.
Speaking
of pieces of shit.
The biggest piece of shit is here now.
What's going on?
I finally caught your ass slipping. You've been quiet every time I've been in this motherfucker. I ain't talking about you, Alex. I'm talking about this other motherfucker in UK.
Alex?
You've been quiet.
Sean. He's talking about Sean.
Get the fuck out of here.
But Sean caught your ass slipping.
I did that on purpose.
In your life, compare Microsoft's shitty nerd-so ass fucking first party lineup to Nintendo's greatness. Don't you ever?
We weren't talking about the first party. We're talking about the shitty console they have.
No. I don't want to hear shit. You just hear that 240B shit. You know what?
The wrestling now. You ain't wrestling now. So calm down.
Listen what I'm saying.
Why you always gotta scream? We ain't at the match.
In my life, I never agree with J-Dub. But the fact that you sat up here and he was telling you about the quality control issues and you flat out lied through your teeth, something is wrong with you.
I did not talk about the quality control. I talk about the shitty console.
Because if you want to sit up here and talk about, you want to sit up here talking about everything outside of Halo Gears and Forza is okay. No, the hell it ain't. It ain't been okay for a damn decade.
What are you talking about?
Get him, bro.
It's the same with you. Tag teaming with you. Unitron wearing, screaming at yourself in the mirror ass. Like, listen, I don't want to hear none of your Nintendo Wii.
But guess what? You're going to listen to it today.
You've been paying the
same shit for the last 30 years.
Let me pay the bills.
So I don't want to.
For the last 35 years, you've been playing the same shitty Mario games forever.
Don't pay the bills.
The highest quality of the same.
Who gives a shit if the highest quality? It's coming in new IP, new games.
What y'all playing? What y'all playing this year?
Can't even complete. You
drive
games
what y'all playing this year?
Ain't even in the damn game.
What y'all playing this year?
You can't even play.
What game are you playing now? You dry shit.
Exactly, nothing. You know what game you playing?
What are you talking about?
You playing Netflix. That's what game
I'm playing. No, I'm playing the game that sold 12 million in less than 30 fucking days. That's
what game was that?
What was that?
Get out.
Okay. You wouldn't know because you're an Xbox fan.
Why don't you ask me? Tell me.
What have you been playing?
Tell me what game you
playing. Is Anthem on the Switch?
Okay.
I've been playing that.
Let me pay the bills right quick.
That's what I want to see.
Look, at the end of the day, y'all need to stop the bullshit. I get on the Sony fans because they full of bullshit too, but y'all need to stop the bullshit. Stop trying to defend Crackdown. This shit is over with. We done seen the gameplay footage. It is
We're not
over.
defending that bullshit.
Wait, bro, you came in late assuming stuff.
You came in, I seen your name. I just thought, let's give some shit to Nintendo guys.
You came in yelling about the Tackle Z. Like, bro.
I didn't come in.
Jay was making a point. I was trying to listen to the dude.
I was sitting here listening the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me I came in and seen it. I was sitting here listening. So I heard what y'all said.
He heard what you said.
Yeah, I know that.
You heard
No.
Hold on, pay the bills right quick. Hold that thought, Sean.
Yeah, Osman fly in.
Hold that thought, Sean. Hold that thought, man. My man Stu was still back at swing, and he said, didn't Microsoft cut the funding to Cuphead? Developers halfway through and told them to release it as it was or cancel. If this dude serious sold his car and took out a second mortgage to finish the game, and that's one of the Xbox highest rated games. But that shoveled money into Crackdown 3 for 5 years shows they really know quality, don't they? You ain't lying about that shit right there. You ain't lying. The fact that they pulled the plug on Scalebound and
not this talk again about
Scalebound. Come on, you know the situation with that.
Exactly, man. Y'all killing me with this.
I don't know the
Y'all like Fox News with this shit, man.
Hey, bro,
I'm tired of this Fox News rhetoric, man. I'm tired of this, man. Build a wall, like, bro. Come on, man.
You need to stop it. That's the shit I'm talking about right there.
Nah, you talking about that Scalebound shit? Like, bro, that shit is so old. Everyone knows what happened.
No, listen, for a project like Scalebound that was being created by one of the highly sought after developers that are really good at what the fuck they do, for you to cancel that and then continue on with the shit that you had with Crackdown 3 and State of Decay and fucking Sea of Sleep, that is a problem.
Barry, answer the question. Answer the question. Okay, all right. So if you contract work, right, to a company, say you need to mend your fence, right? So you give them the money up front, like, all right, I need this fence done. Didn't need this fence done within a month. All right. Okay. A month goes by, you check on the project. Hey man, how's it going? He's like, oh man, I ain't get to it. But then you find out that he's using the money that you got to front load other projects. A couple months go by, your fence still ain't done.
That's not the case. That is not the case.
Everybody chill out. Everybody chill out. Stop.
That is exactly what happens.
Everybody chill out.
It's a money pit. Scalebound is a money pit. Microsoft still had enough, took the money out, canceled it. I'm tired of this talk, man.
No, I'm tired of this bullshit scenario that y'all keep bringing up that ain't true. Always.
What are you talking about?
Let me finish what I'm saying. Platinum Games has always, I'm going to say it again, Platinum Games has always worked on multiple projects at one fucking time. This ain't new.
How many games come out
But no, let me finish. I'll let you finish.
How many games come out before it canceled?
There is no fucking proof that they use any of Microsoft's money to fund any other project. And matter of fact, Nintendo has been a company that's been giving them more money to finance the project they've been working on with them than any other fucking company. I don't understand how in the world they stealing Microsoft money. Facts. But here's the other point. That don't make no sense. Here's the other point. No, let me finish. Here's the other point. During that time that they had them for Scalebound, Platinum Games, which Microsoft had claimed that they was overworked, happened to put out 2 90+ rated games at the same time. So I don't understand. I really don't get, which was Nier and Bayonetta 2. I don't really understand. And then they had time to port Bayonetta 2 to Switch at that. So I don't want to hear
no. You don't know shit. That's the problem.
Exactly. You're talking shit, man.
Listen, let me talk.
No, you don't know the shit. Let me talk. You don't know this shit because y'all like to take these rumors and y'all like to take these leaks and y'all like to take them.
What are you talking about? Where'd you get your information from, Barry?
As soon as we get
out of here, bro.
I don't understand. This is what I don't get. Why nobody think logically? Platinum Games never had an issue putting out quality content ever since they've been fucking created. Why do they have an issue all of a sudden now?
Yep.
As soon as Microsoft pulled out, they needed a backup. What does that say?
And here's another thing. Think logically. If they had an issue with Microsoft and Microsoft found the issue with Platinum Games, why would a company like Nintendo sign another contract with them to make another game?
Thank you.
Because they needed the money. That's why.
Company. Oh my God. They do independent deals.
And it's Nintendo's obligation to give them money? No. What does Nintendo get out of that? They doing bad work.
Exactly.
They don't get shit out of that. They doing bad work. That was a Microsoft cop-out bullshit fucking story that was made up, and y'all gonna stop spreading that shit.
Scalebound's been canceled how many years ago?
Answer this question for these guys. Z, answer this question. What happened when Microsoft...
Man, y'all gotta Google your information. You shit is fraudulent out here.
No, y'all shit is fraudulent.
Y'all made that
you
story
fraudulent.
Logically, man.
You fraudulent. Just like how you... That's just like how you
question.
The Wii won 2018 in sales, and you was wrong. You was wrong, and you wrong again.
A company
was
basically stealing money from Microsoft. No, Microsoft...
I didn't say that. I didn't say steal money. I paid for the service, and you ain't get it done? I'm gonna pull my money out.
That's bullshit. You gotta let the developer do what they do. Microsoft wanted that at a certain time, but you gotta let the developer do it.
Not when the money is going to waste.
Yes,
how long was it taking for them to make a game?
The game wasn't even announced that long ago before they canceled it. So
exactly.
What are you talking about?
Let me pay the bills right quick. My man said Stuart Stokes back when he says no. Violent. You need to stop this damage control. Sony had their platinum exclusive Nier Automata. Nintendo had their platinum exclusive Bayonetta. You know what these two games have in Ankano? They are single player games.
Nier wasn't exclusive? Nier wasn't exclusive?
Yeah,
it was. It came in the PlayStation exclusive. Eventually it went.
All right, let me finish though. He said Nintendo had their platinum exclusive Bayonetta. You said you know what these two games have in common. They are both single player games. Microsoft forced a 4-player online co-op.
That's a damn lie. How about your boy Neith? We just had this talk yesterday.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing, though, Ray. Real talk. That's because that's a rumor. You know, he curious and bisexual, but it don't count, right?
Oh my God!
But listen, me, all right. But no. The problem with let me say this. What happened with Platinum, and I know some people. But this was Microsoft was forcing this whole Windows 10 thing, and they wanted their shit to be. You know, around time they canceled this in Fable right around the same time, and it seems why those developers had pressure because they didn't want the whole online with the PC thing. This was something new to them, and how those games are set up. It's like when you're playing a racer like Outrun or something, you got to get to a certain checkpoint in developing, you know what I mean, and to receive more money and whatever the case may be. That when Microsoft pulled out like that, because here's the thing. Platinum invested their own money in them. And if it wasn't for Nier Automata, they would have bankrupted the goddamn company. Yep. You know, they just pulled out suddenly. You know what I mean? Like this, it wasn't about them taking that money. Like, nah, these people been like, they don't work like that. Let me tell you, Microsoft was serious when it come to them lawyers. They would sue their ass. They would sue their ass up under the bus.
Exactly.
They gotta start spreading on that narrative. That's nothing but the case. Like that ain't never happened.
Bull crap.
Thank you.
That's not what happened.
That's bull crap.
Y'all making
Post, don't come here with that shit. I'm not tolerating no platinum games. I'm not tolerating.
Hold on.
Bro,
y'all need to stop.
Everybody loves to bring. Hold on.
All you got to do is just use common sense, man.
Go Google. I'm on Google right now looking at this.
Let me say this.
It's insane. Nobody would do business with platinum games if they was really taking money from Microsoft.
Exactly.
Let me say this.
Nobody said that.
Everybody want to bring up Scalebound. Hold on. Everybody want to bring up Scalebound as if it was going to be a great game. Wasn't nobody worried about Scalebound until it got canceled.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That was the only interesting game. No, think about it. It was a RPG. It was American RPG at that. That game was the single most anticipated game. No. That's an action RPG. That's a
Everybody talks about Scalebound as if
that game was the most anticipated game on Xbox this generation.
Scalebound as if they knew.
You really gonna sit up here and try to say nobody was looking at the Scalebound? This is ridiculous now.
That game was the most
Scalebound. Everybody went out. They left and bought a. So
that game wasn't the most anticipated nothing. Sony fans did it on that game.
No, they didn't.
Sony fans shitted on that game. No, they didn't. Until it got canceled.
No, they didn't.
They showed love.
Okay, look, poster.
First of all, and as far as with Platinum, in the time that they was working on Scalebound, how many games did they release?
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
How many games did Platinum release?
But I'm telling you, they've been working on Scalebound. They've been doing that. That ain't nothing new. They've been doing that.
No.
Those games were what?
Tell me.
What was the result of those games?
$50 million in on Scalebound with no results, and yet you still release.
Only suckers keep their money.
You're not listening. You're not listening. They've been doing that since day one of the incarnation of that fucking company. What has been the result of them working on multiple games and releasing multiple games? They have released some of the best games.
You want me to name the games? Do you know the names, Baron? Do you know the games they released? Do you know the games they released? Do you know the games they released?
Nobody cared about Scalebound until it got
canceled. Almost all of them I have owned.
During the time, hold on, I got it right here. During the time that Scalebound was in development, Platinum Games released Star Fox Zero was trash. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles also trash. Then it was Nier Automata, and then Grand Blue Fantasy Project, Relink, and Last Order. So what are you talking about? That's like 6 games right there.
Listen, and the games you name, all of those games got 90% of the Xbox games.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trash. You said all of them was higher than what? Xbox?
No, they do. Platinum Games still does licensing games.
They
did that Korra game, whatever that shit is called, that Korra game. Yeah. So they've been doing this though. This is nothing new. But when they have a focus, when they have a specific IP that they work on, and that is funded for them to work on, they have produced results. Mad World produced results. Bayonetta produced results. Nier produced results. Nier 2 produced results. Vanquish produced results. So you're not going to sit up here and tell me that Platinum Games was a fucking issue. Because obviously they wasn't.
When was those released? Was they released
on only saying that in regards to your 480p system. Set that shit.
No, I'm saying that because I actually bought these games and actually.
Nobody care about Scalebound until it got canceled.
Oh no! Please,
everybody bragged on the main.
Go back on my Twitter and
Star Fox Zero, which was released in 2016, scored a 69.
He looked like the DLC. He looked like the character from Devil May Cry. They ragged on the headphones. They ragged on his clothes and his outfit that he was used.
Post up.
Based on the time period that the game was set in. Everybody clowned the game. They clowned the Flames when it first got showed, but soon it got canceled. Sony PlayStation fans want to come out and praise as if they loved the game, as it was going to be this mega hit. And don't nobody got no proof that the game was going to be a mega hit. So shut that shit down with that Scalebound.
Let me pay the bills. Let me pay the bills. Hold up.
Hey, look. Hold on. Tuxama just said Korra got a 54 Metacritic. Again, trash. Praying you fraud.
Okay.
No, it ain't fraud.
Fuck out of here.
The shit I said.
Fucking fraud.
No, your ears are a fraud.
Trash.
There's a fraud in here. You're not listening to what I said.
All right, hold on.
We've done licensed games, especially the games that have a fucking cartoon franchise. They've done that.
Okay.
Those have not been high caliber games. They've always done that. But when it comes to the original IP,
you said they make high quality games when Scalebound was in development.
You didn't fucking listen to what I was saying at all.
And what I'm trying to tell you, they did not. They only made one, and that was Nier.
All right, let me pay the bills real quick. My man still was talking about you really talking to me about misinformation. You was saying on Twitter that Kingdom Hearts 3 was made by Sony. Get the fuck out of here.
Again, you don't know how to read. I was about to say FN. You don't know how to read. I also posted right underneath that post to fucking Z. So my bad. I meant the. Yeah, I asked you. I was like, I didn't mean Kingdom Hearts 3. I meant what did I say? Knack.
Knack 2.
So go back because there's proof.
Wait a minute. How you confuse Kingdom Hearts 3 with Knack?
Yeah, I don't know.
Both cartoons.
Hey, yo, bro, you out here trying to.
I got proof though. I got proof.
Fraudulent shit is that? How do you confuse Kingdom Hearts 3 with Knack?
You know what? No, what happened?
What are you talking about?
He tried to hand me an L on Twitter. Yeah, I was getting it because I'm gonna crack down how card. He was like, well, when you play, you talking about Kingdom Hearts because that's cartoony. Like, no, I ain't played none of the Kingdom Hearts games. What the fuck are you talking about?
And I was like, oh my bad. I meant to say Knack. And you talking about Frozen? I bought Kingdom Hearts 3. So again, fuck out of here.
Hey, listen, man.
You talk too damn tight. Losing blood to your brain, talking shit.
Oh shit.
How do you still confuse Kingdom Hearts 3 with Knack?
They're both cartoony games. What you talking about? I got the game.
They're nowhere near the same. They're nowhere near the same.
Oh my days. And I had a typo and I corrected my response. And again, that dude who's trying to come after my nuts, you can suck on one and you gotta make sure your facts are straight and then come back at me.
I'm sorry, but
don't be coming at me, boy. Get your facts straight.
Okay.
That's a pretty terrible mistake.
Oh, okay. Anyway, pause. Pardon me. But anyway, moving right along. We have this new game, like I said, is Apex, right? Everybody's going crazy for it. Is it on the Switch? I don't know if it's on the Switch or not.
I knew you was gonna go. I knew you was gonna go there.
I wasn't going.
I knew you was gonna go there.
I wasn't doing anything.
Hell no, it ain't on the Switch.
Okay, but now, but that being said, though, right?
Metro Exodus on the Switch.
Oh shit! Come on, man. Come on. Can I finish the question? Hey, Baron, is Metro on the
Switch? What they playing February?
Is Anthem on the Switch?
Oh shit! Come on now. Don't do my man.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Mortal
Kombat on the Switch?
I know what. I know. I know what is on the Switch.
Can you fight 11?
I know Xbox Live is on the Switch. I know
that's
that.
good.
Oh,
that's
shit.
good.
No. You a fraud. It's been on the Switch. It's called Minecraft. It's called Minecraft.
Oh shit!
Hey, guess what? It's called Minecraft. A few years from now, I know other Xbox brand stuff is going to be on this.
Oh, you know that for a fact? You know that for a fact?
Oh, trust me, the writing is on the wall. I could be in denial all you want at this point.
Nah, honestly, that would probably make me buy a Switch. That way I could play actual games.
Hey, I mean, join the record-breaking 32 million that we have.
It's all good games, Switch.
All right.
Hold on.
Give us your friend the Switch code.
The Switch is going to have Xbox Live. It is also going to have other Xbox games. That is a true statement. However, it ain't going to have shit that's graphically demanding because none of that shit play on the Switch. That's like Metro and Anthem. That's like Metro and Anthem.
You play Crackdown on it.
Here we go.
That'd be a game that you should like, Baron, punk ass.
Here we go with this nonsense.
We ain't lying. Crackdown probably could run the Switch.
All I got to say is that enjoy your last days of an Xbox fanboy because it's finna come.
I don't give a fuck about Xbox. I'm simply making a statement about this.
I ain't talking to you, obviously.
We don't give a shit.
It made Star Fox because but anyway, as I was saying, we have this new game in Apex Legends. I have yet to play it, but everyone's ranting and raving about it.
Anybody play it on here? Anybody play it on here?
Yeah, I played Apex.
Posting to play.
I play Apex.
Yeah, but
I play it on PC though.
Is it as good as they're saying? Is it what is it? What is it? Titanfall? What is it called? It's
Overwatch and Fortnite-ish. It's a little more realistic than Fortnite, but it has like specialty characters like Overwatch. So it's kind of and with all the gun mechanics of a Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. I like it. It's dope. It's not a typical. Well, it's not the exact typical battle royale. It has certain quirks that allow you to do other things, movement, the communication. Like they did enough to make it stand out. but not be so unfamiliar that nobody can play it.
How long did you play for, Mas?
I'm playing it every day since it came out.
So what's your take on it, like gameplay wise? You know, the performance and all that. Does it feel smooth?
Yeah, performance dope. I haven't had any crashes, no crazy like glitches. Like
that's good.
They nailed performance so far from what I've seen. Yeah. I'm playing it on 2080 Ti, so it better perform right. I don't know how it performs on lower systems, but I haven't heard anything crazy because PC gamers, especially if some shit is bad, you gonna hear that shit. Like you gonna hear that shit immediately if it's trash. I don't know how it plays on console because I haven't touched it on console.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying, but it can't dethrone Fortnite. It's free to play. You know,
it depends on how much they streamline the content. Like
how much they support it.
Yeah, it's how much they, because the thing about Fortnite, and that's what allowed it to take over from PUBG, was partially that it's free, yes, but they supported it much faster than PUBG. PUBG was out for so damn long, and it took so long to fix bugs and add new content. But Fortnite came out the gate; they was adding new content every month. They was like taking up a bunch of like they were taking up a bunch of resources from Epic, and they were putting it all in Fortnite for content, for different seasons, for a whole bunch of cosmetic shit, for shit that people want to spend their money on. And so as long as Apex gets a good steady stream of content putting in, then they'll be fine. If not, then this shit's gonna die. It's a good game, but content is what, like, people having the capability of spending time in it and getting rewarded for what they're doing. Because even like getting points and shit, that shit's easy. Like you get a bunch of points fast, so it's not like it's an ultra grind to get packages. You get like every night I probably get like 4 or 5 packages. So it's not like a crazy grind either.
So Mas, can you see kids coming from Fortnite jumping onto Apex?
Yes, because like I said, it has just enough. Like the characters have that Overwatch feel where they each have a little nuances. They each have like opening lines and little stuff. When you do like executions, it goes into like this little mini cutscene. So each individual piece of it gives enough of the accessibility of a Fortnite game, but there's a lot of nuance that gives the hardcore people stuff to do also.
Have they said anything about a mobile release?
Nah, not yet. But I don't know. That's why I said I don't know how it plays on consoles, because that would be what determines whether or not it can release on mobile.
Yeah. What I heard is so far it's good on consoles as well. It's running really good. So it looks like they're doing a good job on that.
Yeah, it's a good game. Like I said, if they keep supporting it, if they keep supporting it through like everything they're doing, then it'll be good. If not, then it's gonna die.
So when it comes to BR, like PUBG and all this Call of Duty, what's your favorite like BR game?
I have the most time in PUBG. Like I despise Fortnite with all of my soul. Like every part of my body despises Fortnite.
Yeah,
but I'm fucking with Apex, so far it's bridging that gap. I haven't played PUBG in like I'll play PUBG when my boys want to get on, but every day I used to be like I'm gonna hit PUBG every day regardless. I play a couple games. I'm like that with Apex right now. I don't know how long this honeymoon phase is gonna last, but I'm like that with Apex. Like as soon as we get off this, I'm gonna play some Apex.
But this is off to a better start, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Especially performance. Performance is key.
Yeah. It's key.
Man, I see that everybody's like, I'm hearing good things from the Xbox guys, from the PlayStation guys, and then of course like I said from the PC guys. It's kind of quiet on the Nintendo side of the fence, but neither here nor
there. He stepped out.
He stepped out.
Not a problem, but neither here.
Choke slammed his ass. That's why.
I see also too. I want to touch on. I see that looks like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. What was this for? Was been leaked online. Actually, I could probably show the link. I could probably show it here. Why not? Right.
So what's been leaked?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm gonna show it here.
All right.
I'm gonna show it on the stream. It's been leaked.
For the Switch?
No, Modern Warfare 4.
Oh, okay.
Why you saying for the Switch? You know damn well that's not a thing. You know damn well it's not a thing.
You know what I mean? It's been hold on. Hold up. It's been him showing.
I do remember, however, Baron talking about that COD was going to be on the Switch because the other one was on the Switch. I remember that. Remember that conversation we had? Yeah. He was going back and forth with P-Rock about it.
Yeah. Hold on, let me Windows capture. Let me move this 2020 Mad Dog out of the way. Hold on, I can see the goddamn arrows down there. Here we go.
I've heard the Battlefield 5 might be coming free to play as well. The BR mode.
That would be huge.
I think that mode is free, but I mean
they need to.
Like you don't think Apex Legends is hurting? I mean, because you don't think so?
You guys see the screen? This is Modern Warfare 4 been leaked. I ain't gonna lie, goddamn. I don't know if this is for next generation consoles.
Let's see.
This is a PC version of the goddamn game or whatever. Or just, I don't know if this is actual in-game play or.
That's what it looked like.
I don't know, but this has been leaked online, supposed to be official. It looks good though. I ain't lying. You know?
If that's that'll be PC if that, you know.
You know what I mean? I forgot. What's it? Sledgehammer, Infinity. What the hell is supposed to be working on the next generation version of Battlefield? And they're supposed to again have a campaign. But yeah, this is the leak here.
We'll probably see that more later on, maybe at E3 or something.
I don't know, but that there looks does look good.
But I'll tell you what looks good. What's coming on as Metro.
You know, I never played any of the Metro games, but that one does look good. I would say it does look good.
Your mouse are going to be.
Yeah, I already ordered it for PC.
That game's looking
Xbox. Keep y'all ass out of this. It looks best on the Xbox talk. Stop doing that shit. Stop it.
Who talking to?
No.
I'm talking to all y'all bots.
I got a PC, Mason.
I'm talking to all y'all bots.
I got a PC.
Like, oh my god, this shit looks the best on Xbox, and you putting up all these dumbass stats and quotes from developers. Stop that shit. Stop it. Nah. Y'all better start making very distinct things that it looks better on Xbox. You better put if and a big ass parentheses that says if you don't think PC exists.
No. He's right about that.
No. Let me talk.
All right, let him go.
Go ahead. Before you answer, let me pay the bills right quick. Before you even go, let me get this off the chest right. My man Stuart Stokes said, "Bro, violent, calm the fuck down, you ugly motherfucker." Don't take this shit so seriously before I slap the shit out you. I've always been a bot. Still wants to play calm down. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you? I'll pull up.
I'll let you live. He don't want this smoke. He don't want this smoke.
He said, "Fuck you, bro. I'll pull up."
He don't want this smoke.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that Stokes stand for.
That dude lives in Connecticut, bro. Come on now.
Hey, but don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading the super chat. I'm paying the bills.
Stuart's coming for you, FC.
I'm paying the bills. That's all. So what's wrong with you? He pull up.
See that Fox News shit I'm talking about? You added shit.
All right, what the fuck's going on?
Fake news.
I see FC Violent. I heard you call my name. Then Z, you said some dumb shit. What's going on?
My bad, you know, Neff, you know how we rockin', man. I question this section hourly live on air. I'm sorry, Neff. You know.
Oh yeah, that's what I remember what it was.
I'm sorry, man. You don't want me no harm, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta shout out everybody in the chat, man. They came over and showed me love, man, and they tried to silence your boy, man. But yo, this motherfucker rocking the rocket, man. Phil tried to shut my channel down, but I'm still here though. Listen here, man. We shall overcome. You motherfuckers that showed up and showed out today, man. For real, I got your brother kind of teary-eyed over here, man. I'm sorry, but anyway, back with the food and fuckery. Like I said, my Apex Legends, I have yet to try it. Neff, have you tried it?
Nope.
Oh, okay, I haven't tried it either. Like I said, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I'm looking, like I said, I will be streaming that today. So it makes it so much easier. I ain't got to switch. I'm just doing all my videos, I guess, to YouTube and gameplay and everything will be live here. I might just keep it this way, man. Fuck them. Listen, if you tell YouTube you didn't know what you had when you had me, man, fuck it. We switched out right now, bro. I'm gone. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? But also, too, like I said, I am giving away a PS4 Pro. I got 2 of them thanks to Amazon. You know, if you don't know, It's just a story.
Just send that shit my way, bro.
No one wants that shit anyway.
I had insurance on the God of War one. It kept crapping out on me. You can't find them anywhere. So, I called to complain because it was like 2 months. They sent me a black one, brand new. I would take anyone. But in the meantime, maybe a week after that, I got the God of War one back and it worked. So now I have 2, brand new in the fucking box. And, so it is what it is.
So which one are you giving away, Z?
I'm going to keep the God of War one. And I'm going to give away the Play one. I don't eat fucking 2. My son has one. I'm the only person in here that plays it. Maya is on her Switch. She hasn't touched her, she hasn't been on Peggle. So, I'll give, one of my supporters. I appreciate it, you know what I mean? Or you just, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment. And you ain't got to send me, listen, next year my grandmother has 1 kidney, listen, don't start that shit, man. I got 1 goddamn console, and that's it. Yep. Don't start that shit, but your grandmother got 1 kidney, and thanks, Phil. Don't start that shit, man, That's all. But anyway, I have yet to try Apex Legends. I will be, like I said, most likely. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I ain't got no life. Maya said she wants to take me to IHOP for my birthday tomorrow. But after that, I'm back here online rocking out, with you guys and, streaming whatever the fuck we're going to be playing. But something else I wanted to bring up here, like I said, I showed the what do you call it, the Call of Duty. Something else I wanted to bring up and ask you guys. What do you call it? The Last Days. Days Gone. Days Gone. They showed a new trailer for it. It's looking good. I will say it's looking better and better each time that Sony shows it. I know what's my man named Gamecast guy. I think he complained about it. He said one of the issues that he had with it is that you think you paid too much attention to the bike. It was like what's my man name from The Last of Us, and the little girl said the bike was like a little girl. Like it was that type of relation. You gotta keep caring for it, literally. You know what I mean? But like I said, for what they're showing, like I said, it's looking better and better. You guys any thoughts about Days Gone?
It's gonna be a solid game, Z. You can tell by looking at it and the way the gameplay is. I know it's having a bit of issue with frame rate, but hopefully they can sort that out when it launches. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a solid game, regardless of what people are saying with the bike and all that bullshit. No game is perfect.
Yeah. Listen, just like Spider-Man, right? Most about posts and people are always going to complain about something. At the end of the day, I think the game's going to get a mid to high 80s rating.
I think lower than that.
Listen. If you're one of those guys that like playing just multiplayer games, then this is probably not your game, right? Mm-hmm. You're saying that same guy that probably didn't jump into The Last of Us and Uncharted and stuff like that. And I get it, right? But Sony they have a certain template. They have a certain about what they make in their storytelling single player experience. And this is just another one of those games. So if you didn't like any of those other games, this is not for you. But those other games are highly rated, highly sought after, and this game may end up being the exact same thing. So I think it's a win for Sony. They kind of stick to what they're good at. So this has their DNA all over.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, every game has to start off from somewhere. The first Uncharted, I thought it wasn't that good, to be honest. But the second one knocked it out of the park.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it's the developers behind it though. Developers are making this game. What they call Ben Studios. What was the last game they made?
Sony Ben. Yeah.
Yeah. Sony. What was the last game they made?
I think a mobile game.
I don't know.
Uncharted mobile, I think. I think it's
but when's the last time you had a first party game from Sony to just do? Super horrible. This generation that just really had
1886.
You got a couple of
these two. Well, say what you want about those games, right? Exactly. Let's talk about those games.
PlayStation Vita, that's what it was.
Say what you say about those particular games.
No, the launch titles.
Those games. Listen, Nat got a sequel, right? Nat ended up getting a sequel, so that means that Sony don't give up. The order 1886. From rumors have it that they're working on a sequel that may come beginning of next generation. So
they make a sequel for a shitty game, and that's supposed to make me okay.
What kind
of mindset is that shit?
You didn't hear what I said though.
They don't give up. Right?
No. Listen, you didn't hear what I said right before I even started. I said Days Gone is going to end up being a type of game that's like Uncharted and the rest of those in the same Sony DNA. If you didn't like the Uncharted, The Last of Us, and those other single player games that Sony pump out, you probably won't like this. So you got to listen to the whole context.
Nah, this is a different developer. That's Naughty Dog, man. That's what I was trying to point out. Those aren't the same things.
Yeah, but
you have to give him a chance, though.
This is my thing, right? I find it hilarious when people make those kind of comparisons. Because if someone says, well, let's say 343 or Coalition makes good games, and you like they're not on the level of Sony or they're not on the level of Naughty Dog or Uncharted, right? But then you put Sony Bend in there, like the motherfuckers have proven that they make off the wall shit.
No,
they haven't made any proof.
You listen, you saying something totally different. All I said is if you didn't like Sony's DNA games, the single player type experiences, you won't like this one. That's all I said. Nothing more, nothing less. So you are
is it going to be on the level of Uncharted and Last of Us? How y'all feel?
Listen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's a direct question.
We'll find out.
Did I say that?
No, I'm asking you a direct question.
No, I think the game is going to be highly rated. I think the game's going to be highly rated. I think it's going to be receptive very well, and I think it's going to get a sequel. That's what I think. I think it's going to get mid to high 80s.
I think it's going to get a sequel regardless.
Yeah, it's low 80s.
Yeah, but like I said, the first time round, the game doesn't need to be perfect, but second time, they can just knock you out of the park.
Exactly.
That's with every game. Really.
And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is what distinction I try to make to my Xbox brethren. It's like Sony has made some bad games, or some low rated games. Yes, they have from the first party. But here's the thing. Right? No, listen. But here's the thing. Yeah. The amount of games that they release and the quality of deals that they do, it really makes you think that Sony has a shitload of games because they really do. So when you pumping out a bunch of different games, you can have some duds. But kind of like, let's go back to Crackdown, right? The discussion we had about Crackdown. When you have you only have 3 good games that kind of keep repeating themselves, and now that means every game outside of Halo, Gears, and Forza, everyone anticipated trying to knock it out the park, and when it fails time after time and don't knock it out the park, now people are getting let down over and over and over. And guess what? Now we got Crackdown coming, and it's a high possibility that game will not knock it out the park. People thought, what's the PUBG, right? When it first came out, they thought it was going to knock it out the park. You can say what you want.
It did well though.
It sold well. No, listen. I get it, right? I get it. That's not my argument. I'm saying, look at the games that they've released since starting PUBG, right? The X came out. Then they followed up with State of Decay. Then Sea of Thieves was one of the launch titles. And those games just didn't matter.
About Super Lucky Tale.
Yeah, Super Lucky Tale. This is what I'm saying.
That's the only one.
You don't have a variety of games that knock it out the park, now people will say, okay, the next good game that we're going to be able to play on Xbox will be Gears, because they know the rest of them that may come, they don't have faith that they're going to knock it out the park.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't have faith. I don't have faith in the goddamn thing Microsoft does ever.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Microsoft been fucking up for a long time. Let's get this real.
No.
In the Xbox 360, in the Xbox 360 era, Xbox 360 era, the Microsoft was doing everything that PS4 is doing right now. They was getting all the third-party deals. They was getting all the second-party games. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like they had a whole bunch of games. They did, because they was going out and getting all of those deals. The only difference is, and I say this shit all the time, they did not retain those IPs. That's why you see shit like Mass Effect and BioShock and all these games on other platforms, because instead of financing the games and retaining the IPs, they just finance the games. Yeah, no, it's not even that. They should have bought the IP, because when PlayStation does a deal, a third party, second party deal, they own the IP.
Yeah.
And they established that shit back in that era. So when they're doing it now and they're winning, they can literally say, hey, you want to fuck with us, the winning team, you're going to have to give us the IP. And nobody's going to argue with PlayStation. But when Xbox does it, they're like, A, you're losing badly, and B, you didn't want us to do this shit last gen. Why should we do it now? Let's just do the same deal we was doing last gen, where you pay for us to make a game, and we'll make a game. That's why Sunset Overdrive, if Sunset Overdrive 2 comes out, that shit's gonna be multi-plat. Because Xbox, right? Because Xbox doesn't secure the IPs that they pay for, which
Rise
is dumb.
2.
It just is what it is. Right? Rise. They tried to buy Rise 2. They tried to buy the IP, and Christ, what the fuck? Crytek was like, nah, hell nah. They was like, we will fully fund it. Y'all can make it. We just want to own the IP. Crytek said no while they wasn't paying people. That's how much Microsoft has no leverage. That Crytek wasn't even paying their damn employees, and they still told Microsoft to kiss their ass.
That's talking about old. Like, that was back then. Well,
no, but now they're buying the studios.
Why the
now they're buying the studios. That is a true statement. They're buying all these mid-tier studios that was making the games last gen. And I know this to the point. Like, now all these games are going to make 600 rated games. No, now they're buying the good games now. They're going to keep making good games. All these mid-tier studios that was making the games out of the cookie jar. Let them do what they do and just pay them so they make more polished good games. They need to focus. Here, you need this, I will give you this tool, and move the fuck out the way. That's what they need to do in order for them to keep making good games. But right now they're doing it right. Yes, we need to retain these IPs so we own the studios that are making our games now. You're not going to see those second party. You're not going to see those third party deals. They're just going to buy these mid-tier studios, throw money at them to raise their teams and make bigger games. That's what they do. But until I see these games, right now, all these games are vaporware. Do I think they'll make good games? Absolutely. Because, like I said, the studios they bought are known for making good games. Yep. But until I know for a fact that Microsoft ain't going to put their fucking thumb on their neck like they have been with other developers, with the reason Bungie left, and let the creatives be creative. You just be the pocketbook. So once I know that Microsoft is doing that, then I'll have more faith in Microsoft. Until right now, the only shit I can judge off of it
starts with Gears.
Gears, if they let Coalition do what Coalition wants to do,
but they're all letting them though.
Take Gears in a more different direction and actually evolve the series. If they let 343 do what they want to do and evolve this series,
RPG elements.
I hope that is true. But until I see it, that shit does not exist.
Alright, fair enough.
Regardless of that, it's still gonna be a top-notch game, though.
I hope so. I'm not a Halo or Gears guy.
I know that.
But when I saw Gears 5, I was like, you know what? I might fuck with it. So I hope it's what I want, so that I'll be like, all right, I can go with Gears from here on. Halo, again, maybe this one will catch me. I played I was in the Navy, and in the Navy there was Xboxes everywhere, LAN parties all over the fucking ship. I was an E6, so there was LAN parties all over the ship with Xboxes and Halo. Our captain of our ship had a Halo night, and he landed the entire goddamn ship with Xboxes. That's how much Halo I played. So I played the game. It's just I'm not a Halo guy. I needed something to do while I was in the middle of the fucking ocean or in the middle of the desert, right? Sure, but when I got back, that shit didn't appeal to me. I need them to grab me. I'm the person that 343 and Coalition needs to get. I'm not quite in the I hate it with all my heart just because it's Xbox or Microsoft, but I'd rather that I take the things that they do and they refine them to the point where they grab me.
Master, just a quick one now. With these new studios now, what type of game do you want from these studios? Just say example, if they could make one for you.
Keep making the games that they already make. So I want
game is that? What type of games do you like?
I like the RTS games. I like the single player, super narrative driven games that they have. Like right. So I like those. I like those things. I like the games where they have the narratives and they intrigue me that make me remember the story. Like I played every fucking Uncharted game. I cannot tell you the story of not one fucking Uncharted game. Yeah. I can vaguely tell you the story of The Last of Us. That's just because the characters made me remember. I remember the characters more than I remember the actual story. The story has been retold from 5 other things, so I can give you the vague overview of the story.
So, when it comes to this generation, what game has done that for you?
Witcher 3.
The Witcher, yeah, I agree with that. That's my best game this gen.
Witcher was fire.
It is. I agree with it. That's the best game this gen for me.
ain't talking about to throw Tim Dog ass under the bus. He's still fucking.
Yeah.
Yo, Tim, that's my boy, man. Me and him were gaming early on. Day before
Genie, I saw that.
Yeah, Concrete. What the hell was Concrete Genie? What the hell was that?
That was that fucking VR game. That bullshit VR game Kratos was showing off.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Game you like? I remember that.
Hey, one thing about that game, we all know Concrete Genie will rate way higher than any Xbox game this year.
Man,
y'all putting y'all listen.
No.
I'm telling you, y'all keep putting y'all eggs in the same tired ass franchise. Try something new, man.
It's such a shit. Try something new.
Gears and Forza, try something new.
God of War. How many God of War games are there?
Listen, what did they do to God of War?
No. You just contradicted yourself.
Let me name all the new IPs they started this generation. How many Sony brand new IPs that they started this generation?
Try something new. These games keep coming out, but play God of War again.
Xbox can create pretty much any new IPs.
That's untrue. Xbox put out new IPs. It's just that them shits didn't sell.
They did well.
Rest in peace to all them games. Rest in peace to all them games.
Jay, the only thing I can say to you.
No sequel.
Xbox. See, State of Decay 2 is a sequel. Again, come on, Jay.
Xbox paid for shit. Come on, man. They paid for shit. Literally shit.
Y'all Sony dudes. Why aren't you checking your man?
They made the local cycle and the recall and all that other shit.
State of Decay? I mean,
it's so well. It's so well. What you mean?
The motherfucker was on Game Pass, motherfucker. Come on.
All the games on Game Pass. What you talking about?
Exactly. All them 68 shits is on Game Pass. You talking about they sold? You talking about they sold well? You talking about they sold well? Come on, now. Prove it. Prove it.
All right, I got you.
They on Game Pass.
Number one on the MPD.
Exactly. Thank you, Neef. Hey, who did it beat?
When you listen, here's the thing. When you ain't got nothing, when you ain't got nothing else, when you ain't got nothing else to play,
comments, bro.
You ain't got nothing else to play. Them $29 games really be looking spiffy.
Exactly, Jay. Half the price and still beat God of War.
And still beat it.
Hold on, if the game didn't sell, why did Microsoft buy them?
Exactly.
Hold on. Because they were indie, Flash. They were indie. Microsoft all way.
Walk away from this out.
Double A and indie. Microsoft purchased a bunch of indie and double A.
Jay, run from that State of Decay 2L. That was an L. That was an L. How was that? I'm gonna tell because State of Decay was half the price and it sold. That means it has to sell twice as much to beat God of War. That was the L.
Wait, God of War was sold in
God of War was full price.
Damn near 10 million copies. Come on,
I'm talking about for that month. I'm talking about for that month. I'm talking about for that month.
Okay, let me ask you this.
You said it was a $30 game. Yes, that is true, but $30 means it has to sell twice as many.
When did God of War drop, and when did State of Decay drop?
Yeah, like 3 weeks later.
Also, State of Decay 2 outsold its predecessor, which was over 1 million.
Exactly.
It outsold its predecessor
well
at the same point in time. We know it was over 1 million.
I'm not arguing that it sold well. I'm just saying that part was an L. You could have stayed away from that.
How was that an L?
Because you was like, when you have nothing else to play, them $30 games look great. That's true. That means they have to pay. They have to sell twice as much.
If you tell me that this game
Pass doesn't count as a sell.
Listen, if you tell me that this game outsold God of War, I asked you when did God of War launch and when did that launch? You're talking about a game that was probably out for 7 days versus a game that was out for 3 weeks. I'm just telling you, make it relative.
That's worse.
Relative.
What are you talking about?
That's worse.
L's, my dude.
That's worse. So you're saying it was out for less time and still outsold it by twice as much? That's worse. Walk away from this L. Walk away from this L.
You're reaching, bro. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, this ain't the fight.
Repeat what I said. Mash, repeat what I said. Repeat what I said.
You say can and will be used against you.
Repeat what I said. Repeat what I said.
Your nephew called the shit.
No, you just said say but you don't repeat what I said. Thank you. That's what I.
Repeat what you said. What do you mean?
Exactly what I just said.
You said them $29 games be looking good when you don't have nothing else to play.
Nope. You didn't see.
You didn't say that.
Nope.
You didn't say that?
You're not listening.
You didn't say them $29 games you looking good when you have nothing else to play?
Go ahead, Baron Jr. Go ahead, Baron
I'm
Jr.
just fake news.
Go ahead, Baron Jr.
I'm just asking you.
Move on.
Look, this is the L that you didn't have to take. I was telling you to run away from this L. That's it. I didn't say that it was it sold outsold God of War overall. I didn't say it sold well. I said for that particular instance, that was an L. And you could have just walked away from it.
The Dark Lord Fusion says, take that L, Kratos.
You could have just walked away from it.
It ain't no L.
Hey, Dirty Tree Rock 37.
Take it like a pony.
I left a link right there if you want to. You can do the bits and put
You
your
better
question.
stampede in a circle.
You can buy the bits and leave your question next, or you can click the link right here and either put your question inside the link and you know whatever donation. It'll come up on my screen. You can buy the bits and put your question next to the bits or what you're gonna say. Rather, or you click the link and leave it a statement next to it. But I can see what he's saying. He's saying that, because I think MPD goes by revenue. So if it's $30, it had to sell twice as much. As much as God of War. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Right. It had to sell twice as many copies to beat God of War.
All I said is, depending on when the game launched, I asked you, when did the game launch? Because I don't remember when it launched.
3 weeks before, right?
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you.
The game launched 3 weeks before. State of Decay 2 was only out for 7 days. That's what you said. These are your words.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
State of Decay 2 was out for only 7 days. And I said that's worse.
I didn't.
Because State of Decay 2 was out for 7 days.
You're lying. I did not. I asked you the question. When did it launch? I asked you. I didn't even know.
And we said 3 weeks. And then you said State of Decay 2 was out for 7 days.
I did not say that. I asked you.
I was out longer.
Check out the chat.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I asked you. Listen, I asked you. When did God of War launch? And when did State of Decay 2 launch? That's all I asked. That's all I asked.
No.
You proceeded. You proceeded from there. You proceeded from there.
Check out
I asked you 2 questions.
Everybody check out the chat.
Jay, you came over there. You the one that came over there.
I asked Mass 2 questions. He ran from there. That's all I did. I didn't say the date. I asked the questions.
Check out this chat.
You didn't even have to take this L.
I'll take 10 L's for Kratos, please.
Go ahead. I asked the question. That's all I did is ask the question.
You fucked up.
I asked the question. I asked you when did they launch. I didn't say when they launched because I don't even know when they launched.
Backtrack that L.
I literally started off run away from the L. That's how I started the entire. I said run from the
trap, my guy. You fell for my trap.
Run from this L.
I asked you a question.
Replay the tapes.
Yo, play the tapes. Come on now.
Jay, please stop. Please stop. Anyway, Jay, was he at E3 anyway?
I'll see you at E3.
I'll see you there.
Kratos and gang will be there.
Sony ain't gonna be there. What's the point?
That is a true statement. Sony will not be there.
Yep.
It ain't gonna make no difference.
I don't know.
No, Sony will have a show some point in time this year.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they'll have 2 shows.
They have to announce the PS5 at some point in time. So they'll definitely have a show when they announce the PS5.
Yeah, it'll probably be in a community center or some shit.
That man said you're gonna have it in Yoshida's garage. You ain't shit.
Oh, man. Your Pony Nation turning on you, homie.
Shit. No, Pony Nation, PlayStation Nation always strong.
How they have to say sharps tonight? Hot L's.
How they hit you with that Kratos though?
So disrespectful, man.
They real disrespectful.
Yeah, man. So,
don't worry about it. I'm gonna see them motherfuckers on Twitter.
You breaking all y'all motherfucking legs on Twitter.
Exactly. I'm swinging that damn axe.
Oh man. But again, like I said,
shit.
I want to shout out everybody that showed up and rocked out when we did live. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? They followed me over to this platform. I went from one dog shit platform to another. That shit mean the world to me, man. Like I said, be right back with doing the shows. And like I said, what I do is I just, I don't know how the alerts work on, Twitch. Probably better than they do on fucking YouTube. But I make a short little video here on YouTube. Hey, I'm going live. Fuck it. I'll leave the link. Come right over. We're going to rock out, man. Like I said, how I do the super chats. I read your questions anyway. I'm like, you can, like I said, you can either, with the link there that I'm leave there, you can leave, or you can, the bits, I think you can buy bits for like $1 and just post it there. And whatever, what you want to say next to it, it shows up on my screen. I see it here on my OBS screen also, and I read it out. Some guy just asked me about the super chat. I think we covered just about everything.
Your boy is back in here.
Post
up with the close up, Mr. Les.
Your post, where you been? Flipping toenails.
How many sandwiches you had today, Post?
Post has been busy flipping
Hold on.
toenails.
Just make sure you have my game ready. Fuck, nigga.
I mean, you want to play that dog shit?
Look,
fuck it.
Real quick. So, Cake Batter said if you don't care about third-person over-the-shoulder action adventure games with no multiplayer, then Sony's big exclusives aren't that impressive. The fact that you had to put 5 qualifiers means that is a dumbass statement. That's like them ESPN dudes who if on the third Thursday of a leap year in the 15th month, he scored 11 points. Like, who gives a fuck?
You know it's a glorious day when my brother Maz is back on his fuck nigga shit.
What up?
What's good, brother? It's good to hear from you, player.
I'm breathing, bro. I'm good. I'm breathing. I'm alive.
You gotta rewatch this, man. You gotta rewatch Jay take that L. He muted his mic. You gotta rewatch Jay. Hey.
Yo, how Jay take an L? Can anybody
no. Kratos is back in here. Y'all motherfuckers is not finna try to hand me.
Lados,
Y'all get up out of here.
Can I get a summary breakdown of Kratos?
Before the show, no, check this out. Before the show, Z told me you got to sacrifice yourself, Kratos. Y'all know how I do. Sacrifice for the team.
Hey, this nigga, the king of dodging. Hey, don't nobody dodge L like Kratos.
That's why his name got you.
This nigga got a pre-L contingency.
Everything.
Anyway, let's talk about this PS5. They might be bringing out 2 consoles as well.
Sony bringing out 2 consoles?
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I heard they're going to do something similar to Microsoft, probably.
Yeah, they'll do some shit that's VR, probably some VR dedicated shit, and then they'll do a normal PS5.
I'll tell you something.
PS5.
Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft get together and be like, "How we fit to play these fuck niggas next generation?"
Right.
That's all they do. They get together. We gonna do this. We gonna get the same architecture so we can make it consistent where these third parties ain't complaining no more. And then we gonna get the money from these fuck nigga customers.
Right. Phil, Reggie, and Yoshida be sitting down eating sushi off naked Asian bitches, talking about how they gonna fuck us. Like y'all.
That's why so much of what they do be so similar, and people don't even realize it. They so get caught up in the fanboy stuff that a lot of the moves they're making are so similar to each other.
I told these niggas, these niggas collab on everything. Like, they just not gonna tell you this shit. Like, obviously,
they be sending each other pics of their new Ferraris, talking about, look at what these motherfuckers bought us.
It's like
they all talk.
It's like Apple fans.
They all share technology. They share technology. They do all that shit. And the fanboys be the only one on the front line. Like,
they share everything except for games.
SOS41. He said, "While I'm not on YouTube, while I was doing my live stream, throwing Phil Spencer to the bus, I got hit with a copyright. I still don't know what the copyright is for. And YouTube sent me an email yesterday, and I responded back to. I got a more personal email. And I responded back to him. So waiting to hit me back. I might just keep my shit.
No, what happened is, I know what happened.
No, me and Master were chatting away, and we got
the
fucking
people say, you say something about Phil one more time, we gonna set this bitch down.
They hit squad on you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He got them snipers out for you, bro.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That ain't gonna piss me off. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna like you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck who that I offend. Rap and sit back. I'm about to begin. Fuck that. It should make me go hard, man. Yeah, but shit. But like I said, last before we go, I know when me and Crap were speaking, fuck that dude though. We tried to make a bet with me on Twitter. About well, I actually know what he's saying. But as far as Crackdown, I told him that Crackdown 3 will have a lower review score than Days Gone. Does that still stand?
Yeah, I always did though.
Yeah.
Hey, who won this
the problem with that bet though was he was
Discord?
too afraid to take it. He wanted you to compare Days Gone to Gears 5 and shit.
Have y'all played Crackdown multiplayer?
Nigga, have you?
Yeah, I played it.
Nigga, stop lying, man.
I played it.
No, he played the shit.
Playing it now.
Behind the scenes, he's like, the tech is cool.
No. I would say this. Here go my honest opinion. The destruction.
I'm about to destroy you. Go ahead.
We played the same map that they were showing in the commercial, not the one.
Look how his voice got
with all the
quiet.
glass and
Look how it
stuff.
got
With all the glass and stuff.
That same Medina made of cardboard.
Not the map that GameSpot showed, the original map that they showed back in E3. Now, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The destruction and everything is dope. Like everything is collapsing.
That's not what your receipts say.
No.
Let him talk.
No, everything. The only thing I have issues with is that when you shoot something or when you break something, it's no rumble. It's no force feedback. Of
you complaining about vibration?
Yeah, because I want to feel. If I blow some shit up, I want to, feel that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, there's no vibration when the shit ain't real concrete.
Right, and so
IGN called it cardboard.
It's cardboard.
Yeah, so it is kind of like that because the objects and the stuff that you blowing up has no weight. It has no weight to it. It has no weight to it. The guns sound awful. The shit just sound. I don't know who did the sound design. I don't know who did the sound design on this shit. But
Post up, you confused me a little bit.
How?
Because you confused me a little bit because you just said it's dope, but now you have all these complaints.
I mean, it is dope. The technology is dope.
He has to say that
the
first.
The technology is dope, meaning that if it gets in the hands of a proper developer,
oh my God, we're talking about the game right now.
It can be done right. To me, playing that demo, that stress test, it felt like it was just a demo for developers to say, look, this is what this technology is capable of. I'm being honest. I will take an L on this because I've been in the past. I've been
but you don't have a choice, Post.
Of Crackdown 3. This looks like it's a demo for developers to see what they can do with the technology.
So let me ask you a question. Okay,
that's what it felt like.
So what you've been playing lately? Compare that to the 2014 tech demo. Which one was more impressive?
This one.
What?
Yeah, this one. Now the things that's blowing up might not have no weight, but how that shit blowing up into pieces. Everything, even the floor. I'm talking about every fucking thing. Man. Shooting, you could knock the hole in the floor.
No, Jay, can you bring up that footage?
You can do that in Battlefield also, bro.
Nigga, you look not on the scale of this shit.
Next gen, bring up that
scale. It's an arena. It's an arena. What
this shit, bro? I'm telling you, see, y'all sitting up here talking about it instead of down.
Hey, hold on. Y'all in the inside does the single player have any? The single player has no destruction at all, right?
We don't even got access to this. We don't even got access to the single player. I'm just talking about the multiplayer and how shit blow up. Anything you shoot, you can destroy. Ain't no certain shit in the map is destructible and then certain shit not.
So let me get this straight, because this might be your last episode on this podcast.
And you can blow that shit to pieces. Not
this
just
might be your last
big chunks, but you can blow that shit to pieces.
Oh, hold on. This might be your last appearance on this podcast, G. So you telling me that 2014 tech demo ain't shit compared to what you played?
The 2014 tech demo were really good.
No, the 2014 tech demo. You said 2014 game, didn't you?
No, I said tech demo.
Game.
Oh, the tech demo.
What was more impressive to you?
Which was more impressive? I would say the 2014, given that they used the city, and did it. But this is still just as impressive in terms of what you're able to destroy and how it destructs and stuff like that. It's just impressive. I just think it needs to be in the hands of a proper team.
Which is what I was saying the whole time. All right, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Crackdown shit. We've been dead to this.
This is shit. This is all about a single player Crackdown story. That's what it's all about now. Fuck the multiplayer.
Single player looks good though.
Yeah, it's just a tech demo.
That shit's gonna look good on my OLED.
Yeah.
I just find it hilarious.
Any coloring book
that all the Xbox guys like run away from Crackdown.
Nah. We've been don't even try. Came in late as hell. Don't even try that switching sides. Nah, we been talked about this for a good 45 minutes, man. Move on.
Bro, I just got here. This shit sounds lovely.
If you in the insider program, you could download.
No, Tim Dog was playing it earlier, and he goes, it's pretty good, but he's probably on.
Tim Dog don't play no damn game.
He's probably on some crack or something.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun.
Nah, Tim Dog's my boy. He said it's pretty good.
You're kicking a ball in the air. It's fun.
Given how big the map is, given how big the map is, it would have been better.
Lower standards when it comes
lower standards, big time.
You got some lower standards. I'm gonna be real with you.
What is that for? A lot of
games
games
still playing iDarp.
Yeah, I was fire.
No. He was playing
Yeah, this game is really fun. I did play iDarp. It's a real good game.
No,
I like it. You know,
look, regardless of the score for Crackdown, a lot
niggas like Persona 5. That shit trash game. So
people who like Crackdown 1 and 2, they're gonna like it. So we see how it goes. As long as I don't lose my $20 to Jay, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, so what's the Metacritic score we giving for this game? I'm giving like the 69.
Fuck that shit, Jay. Come on,
like a 72,
70. It's not
I'm
going to
giving
be
a 71,
78.
They got some.
Who said that? That's kind of high.
70. Around 70.
No lie though, they got some with that tech though.
70.
They get somebody that can do
Listen,
right.
Fuck the tech, man. That's all we talk about is tech. Let's talk about the game.
Man, blow the whistle. I'm finna get your ass a tech right now. Fuck you, nigga.
Yo, we still on Twitch?
This the nigga up here talking about. Look at what they doing in dreams. Look at what they nigga. That's tech too. That ain't a game, nigga. That's a technical tool out the back. What are you talking about?
Hey. Hey, let me ask you this. Which one you think gonna rate high? Dream or Crackdown?
$60 for a developer tool. And you ain't even a developer for
No. Hey, you know the extra sketch. That's what Dreams niggas be doing.
Hey, these Xbox dudes getting excited for White Girls 3.
This Division 2 is some bullshit.
You stupid out there.
These niggas finna pay $60 for a developer tool. Ain't need.
No.
But y'all done waited 6 years for some goddamn cloud power, and you gonna talk about if somebody else take this tech and use it, it'll be real tonight.
You know what your first game gonna be in? You know what your first game gonna be in Dreams?
Fuck out of here.
Dreams.
Halo.
Let me pay the first game gonna be. No first game gonna be. That my white daddy. That my white daddy.
Hold up. Let me pay the bill. Let me pay the bill.
You a fuck nigga for that
one. Let me pay the bills right quick.
You wrong for that,
my man Dirty Treat Rock 37. Thank you for the $2 holler. He said, "Fuck Phil." Get gunned up and clap quick. Thank you for the $2. The $2 holler. He said, "Fuck Phil." Get gunned up and clap quick. You know what I mean?
Phil is the man. He's gonna take over this year. Made the ponies run away from E3. They got jack shit now. It's time to rise.
They got dreams, my guy. They could dream E3 in dreams. That's what they could do.
That's what they can do. They can make E3 in dreams, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
Make that shit, Jay.
Nah, we watching in VR, motherfucker.
You ain't watching shit, bro.
Z gonna buy dreams, and his first creation gonna be Sumerians. The last creation before the Bible. Before the beginning.
Hey, yo. I don't know what's worse. Yeah, I don't know what's worse. Believing in Phil when Joker's home and the Joker died for my sins 1,000 years ago. All that shit sounds spooky to me, man. You know what I mean? For real, man.
Oh, man.
What game was Violent playing? Hey, Violent, I got a question for you, right quick, Violent.
What are you trying to say?
Ask what games are you playing?
Oh, what I'm playing? I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3. Got to finish that, and playing Frostpunk on PC. Because I actually have a PC, Maslin.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Proud of him.
I need you to stop cabling for Xbox though.
Oh,
nah, nigga.
No. He bleed.
I be doing it. I be doing it to fuck with people. You be real about this shit.
Nah, I play on PC too, but I just can't have J-Dubs and everybody just keep talking shit, especially when they're wrong.
Wrong about what?
Again, I come at the ponies because it's fun. The bots ain't got no fight for the most part, so I come at the ponies because it's fun.
That's why somebody got to do it. I ain't gonna back down.
Hey, what's the problem if you loading up Xbox Live on your PC? Different.
I'm on. What are you talking about?
Why don't you just trade in the Xbox and get some more games for your PC, though?
I ain't gotta do that. I can do both.
But why do both when you already got one that do both?
Because Red Dead 2's on consoles only. Fuck nigga.
Riding with the Xbox, man. Cool out, man.
Fuck all that shit, nigga.
See,
here we go.
But listen, ladies and gentlemen,
Pony's gonna be making the E3 conference with Dreams come
they
home.
about to do VR and E3. That shit gonna be blank screens.
They gonna get the build of that shit in their Dreams. Like, look at my live Yoshida right here. Look at the picture.
We're building churches and Dreams and talking about this shit right here is fantastic.
Listen, we all know come E3. All the Sony guys gonna be sitting back watching what they gonna be playing on their console. Because we know all Microsoft is all Xbox is gonna show is multiplex and shit that other people gonna buy.
Got that Donnie D excuse book.
Oh,
it don't work out.
Listen, I've been nice to you, man. Don't start.
Oh shit! So don't start.
Let's go, bro.
Hey, listen.
Don't start.
We about to shoot up for the after party, man. We're gonna be rocking. We're gonna throw it up on the Patreon, and for those that shout out to I got some new guys that supported, subscribe to the Patreon. Shout out to you guys.
See you later, Kratos.
Shout out to Titan.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Titanfall Princess, she signed up for the Patreon. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody again that rocked out in my makeshift super chat. And they donated the bits. I still know how these bit shit works, but we donated the bit, right? What you gonna write next to us as far as the super chat? I appreciate it. And we about to get the hell up out of here. We're gonna probably still be recording. I don't know what we're gonna play after this, but I'll be back on Twitch. But listen here. Also, like I said, I'm gonna say this again. I'm giving away a PS4 Pro to chase the 16K. Like the video, subscribe. Most of you guys are subscribed to my channel anyway. And leave a comment, and we're going to make it happen. But this is your boy, next December 20. We out of here, the Multiplayer Podcast. Peace. I'll be back tomorrow with some more shit, though. Foolery and fuckery. Yeah.
He ain't shit.
Yeah, pretty much, man. True fuck nigga.
Nigga says he going to be making this